Hey guys, Brandon here from Airsoft King 19, bringing you guys just a quick overview of the KWA CQR Mod 2. This is basically just like the professional line that KWA had a while ago, like the SR7, but it's the cheaper version because of the materials they used, the plastic lower. The reason I'm making this video is because on my unboxing of this gun and the mystery box and everything like that, I didn't know too much about the gun and I made a couple mistakes. But as you can see, the gun is not completely like how it is out of the box. I put the Mad Bull black sight suppressor and this GMP flip up sight that came off of my gas GMP VPR. It's very cool, it gives it a sleek look. The parts I got on the way is I got a MOE Magpul MOE handguard and a Magpul PTS stock and a battery that's gonna fit the handguard. So I did enough to where it doesn't look too bone stock, but all I'm going to do really is just show you guys or tell you guys what's plastic, what's metal, and everything like that. So on my other videos, on my unboxing, I refer to the upper and lower as plastic and the buffer tube as plastic because the gun was outside in the box and because it just got shipped and I didn't see it immediately. So it was outside for probably half an hour and it was really hot out there, so the gun was really warm. So every part I touched was very warm and usually the metal was colder, so I thought the whole thing was really plastic. But now that the gun has cooled down, I see what is what material. The stock here, this LE stock that slides off here, it's of course plastic. There's no LE stock that's metal, but there are some that are plastic and cheap plastic. This is a good LE stock. This is one that I would keep on the gun. I just wanted to make it look like mag pulled out. But this LE stock is very nice. Feels like the one that you'll find on the LM4s or any expensive gun that comes with an LE stock. It's not a cheap stock at all. Buffer tube is metal. I was wrong before. The buffer tube is metal. All the threads, all the even the sling point here, I believe that's metal too. Yeah, that's metal. Let's see, grip, of course, that's plastic. Every grip on the real one too, that's the hard plastic. Unfortunately, the lower is a polymer, which I say unfortunately just because I like heavy all metal guns, but it is fortunate because it makes the gun much cheaper as far as affordability, but the performance didn't sacrifice one bit. The only difference with this and the SR7, which is discontinued, and the SR7 was like $300 or $350 or something like that, and even the SR12, the only difference other than like the obvious exterior look is the polymer lower receiver, and the cylinder is ported to allow this thing to shoot a lower FPS for CQB. And that's it. That's really it. So anyway, plastic grip, plastic lower. All the selector switches and the fake little mag catch, metal mag release, of course metal, charging handle, metal, this little component right here that slides back to reveal the hop up, metal, the door here, metal, like I already mentioned, the upper metal. I believe the rails are metal as well. It's kind of, yeah, now that I got my hand on there it's cold. The Picatinny rail on top, metal. Delta ring, metal. I've seen some cheaper beginner guns for a little bit cheaper as far as price for this gun. Delta ring's plastic. Kind of a dumb thing to do, but this is metal. So whenever I see these handguards, the stock AR handguards, unless it's on a real AR, I just imagine them being cheap and rattling. This is solid. This is rock solid. When I shake that, you just hear the rattling from the sling points and a little bit on the stock, but that's it. Rock solid here. It is front wire for the battery, but everything clicks in very nicely. You just pull it back, and it's just so easy to take everything on and off, yet it's so sturdy. So that's a hard thing to do as a manufacturer. KWA did it really well. Like I said, I replaced the sight and suppressor, but the whole outer barrel and of course inner barrel is metal as well. So yeah, it has the KWA 2GX gearbox, which is proven after, I don't even know when they came out with that. I've had the I've had all the SRs actually. SR7 still here, SR10, which I sold a while ago because I like the SR7 better, And then last December I picked up an SR12, which I have a lot of videos over. So I had the SR7, 10, 12. I sold the 10 just because it was the middle gun that I really didn't need, either the SR7 or SR12. I like those two. But all three of the guns didn't have a single problem. Easy to upgrade, but if you're not all about upgrading, you don't really need to. The only gun I really upgraded out of these, I upgraded the SR7 externally, and the SR12 I'm using as a DMR, so I put a mountable barrel. But these things have the 2GX gearbox, like I said, and the 2GX hop-up bucking, which is basically the way the hop-up works, you guys already know, is a rubber piece that sticks out and it hits the BB and spins up to give it more range. But that's basically all it is. It's just one piece of rubber. KWA is the 2GX one, which is basically two teeth, and so there's two contact points on the BB, so it's a much more consistent spin. It's not more spin, it's just more consistent, so every BB does the same thing. And I believe that they give you a 6.05 millimeter inner barrel, so it's not a tight bore, but most guns will give you a 6.08 or something crazy like that. So very accurate. This thing does not shoot at a high FPS, and it took me so long to learn this when I first started airsofting. FPS doesn't mean crap. It just allows you to play at more fields. If it's lower, if you are building a sniper, you want more FPS, because with FPS, what FPS is, all it is more room to upgrade. If you have a lot of FPS and no accuracy, your gun's no good. If you have a lot of FPS, you could start doing things like getting a tight bore barrel, everything, and make that FPS count for consistency. Any good airsofter or airsofter that's been in it for a while will tell you that they'll rather have a consistent gun than a high velocity shooting gun. So when they say 350 FPS, they're not lying. That's exactly what it's chronoing at from other reviews I've seen. But when I've shot this, and I don't have a battery that fits here, I just kind of held it right here and shot it a little bit. This thing is so consistent, and I don't have any kind of rangefinder or anything, but it was shooting well over 150. I would probably say 200 feet, but every BB went under the same path. I went on semi-automatic, every BB went through that same curve. I adjusted the hop-up perfectly, and then I put it on full auto, which usually you start getting a little bit more of a spread, but it was a perfect white line of BBs that just followed each other and did the same thing. The trigger response is really, really good. I'm using a 9.6 nunchuck battery. Trigger response is really good. Full auto rate of fire, which even with this kind of gun, I wouldn't even use full auto just because the trigger response is so good and you conserve ammo. It's more realistic, in my opinion, to just shoot semi-automatic. But if you're a full auto guy, the groupings on full auto is amazing. The rate of fire is amazing on a regular battery. I don't even know what it's going to do on a LiPo. So yeah, all around good gun. If you got $190, if you're just starting or experienced and you want to upgrade the thing, this is a great platform to upgrade. It's a great platform to start on. It's just, this is one of those guns that any airsofter, new or veteran, should have one of these, because it just fits everyone's budget, really. Everyone's budget and everyone's gameplay. You could get a new cylinder and a tight bore barrel to get this thing shooting at 420 feet per second like the SR10 and 12. Or if you like CQB, you just keep the internal stock and trick it out externally, because it's very easy. It's an AR, guys. That's the easiest gun to trick out, like I'm already doing. My mag pull parts are on the way. It's gonna be a blacked out mag pulled gun. So ARs, although they're very basic, like, oh, what's so special about this? What's special about this is it's a $400 gun, basically, that was limited to 190 because of the lower receiver quality, and it doesn't include the rail. But so in that sense, this is a bargain. Maybe that's why they discontinued all the SR models, because they knew this would be the top seller. And the Mod 1 is the normal length, full length M4, and this one is the same length as the SR7, CQB. They're both the same price, so it just depends on your gameplay. So yeah, that's basically the overview. And I'll have more videos on this, disassembling some, or just field stripping a little bit. I'm not going to upgrade this thing internally because I just don't think it needs it. Just going to make it look better on the outside, so stay tuned for that. So just wanted to clear some stuff up because I was wrong on my unboxing. So that's just the video for today. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.